In rural New England, an ancient carving on a rock outcropping has sparked heated debates for over 80 years. Is it merely a crude doodle, or does it provide evidence of European explorers in America centuries before Columbus? This enigmatic etching is also known as the Sinclair Stone. The distinctive carving was first uncovered in 1936 by 13-year-old Walter Buren and his friends in the woods near Westford, Massachusetts. At first, they thought little of their discovery beyond it being an interesting curiosity. But as word of the carving spread, historians and archaeologists began taking a closer look. The figure appears to be wearing a medieval tunic and pants with a flowing cape, a sheathed sword and shield, hallmarks of a European knight or explorer from the 14th or 15th centuries. Some believe these Renaissance-era details are proof it was carved by knights from the Scottish Sinclair family, who led expeditions to Nova Scotia and New England in the late 1300s. This theory gave rise to the name the Sinclair Stone. The Sinclairs were a noble clan from the Orkney and Shetland Islands off the northern coast of mainland Scotland. According to theory and some circumstantial evidence, the Sinclair clan undertook voyages to the Americas decades before Columbus arrived in the Bahamas. In the 1390s, Henry Sinclair, Earl of Orkney and Lord of Roslin, allegedly led a group of Scottish explorers across the North Atlantic to the coast of what is now Nova Scotia and New England. Contemporary documents and the Zeno narrative from the 1500s appear to corroborate tales of this journey. Some believe Sinclair and his men traveled down the Massachusetts coast and interacted with indigenous tribes. Opponents argue the clothing, sword and shield depicted in the Westford carving match the garb of medieval European knights and warriors exactly like those in Sinclair's crew. They suggest the Sinclair Stone is physical evidence left behind, proof these seafaring Scots made it to the Americas first. However, no definitive archaeological evidence of a 14th century Scottish presence has been found in New England to substantiate the Sinclair theory. The problem is the lack of any irrefutable primary historical records from that era documenting such an expansive transatlantic crossing and exploration of the region. From studying the rock itself and weathering patterns, geologists estimate the carving is between 500 to 700 years old at most, consistent with a possible medieval Scottish origin. But its crude style has led others to argue it dates to the colonial period instead. So was this the lasting mark of Henry Sinclair's trailblazing Scottish expedition to the Americas centuries before Columbus? Or possibly an eccentric etching by a colonist or Native American? The mystery of the Sinclair Stone may never be definitively solved, but it remains one of New England's most fascinating archaeological riddles.